Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another reaction. Today, guys, I'm checking out Arrow Season 7, Episode 15, entitled Training Day. I had to look it up myself because the girlfriend is at work. She's actually coming home right now, but she'll miss the first little bit of the episode, but I'll catch her up or whatever when she gets here. But I don't know about the title. I really have no idea. The last episode was so freaking insane with brother and sister, like the title, yeah, brothers and sisters, being about Mia and William, and also about Emiko, sorry about the mispronouncing there, and Oliver, building some sort of connection, and Oliver and Emiko finally building, like, getting to the point where they're actually talking, and he apologized for how he treated the whole situation, finding, you know, the supposed killer of her mother. Sorry about that. I had a long day, a really long day, so I'm trying to get through this. And then at the end, Dante shows up. Like, he was finally introduced in the last episode, but then he shows up in her bunker, says, you need to come home or whatever. And then I theorize maybe it's her stepdad, but it could possibly mean that he trained her, which I didn't think about that for some reason. So I'm pretty excited. I think that the season's doing really well, and I hope they continue to do great until the end of the season, and then with 10 episodes of Season 8, because it's sad the show is ending. It really is, because I wish it would have went on longer, but I think they have some sort of plan in place for how Crisis is going to go down and all that kind of stuff. A lot of theories, but Oliver's going to die, all that kind of stuff. I think he's going to end up retiring. I think he's going to try to sacrifice himself in Crisis. He gets saved by Barry or Kara, and then he retires at the end of all of it. That's just my guess, but he might die. Who knows? But yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm really enjoying the season so far, and I can't wait to see what they do in this episode. Okay, guys, let's go.
Your objective is to defuse the situation, not escalate.
Any questions?
He does know we have our own uniforms, right?
He smiles. He's like, yeah, you know.
So, no reason I can't be Captain and Black Canary?
Within the confines of the law, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
I want to be clear.
I hate her.
Because you've been deputized.
I want this partnership to be done right and to be legitimate from the beginning for our baby. Because I did not get that chance with William.
This partnership's not going to work if she forgets who.
That's the prison, isn't it? If not, that set is very close to the freaking prison.
Stupid if you think you're coming.
Shit, I thought for a second that was Dante. I was wrong. What the hell?
15 seconds.
That's cool.
Oh, sorry. It's okay.
She just took that player, right?
I thought I told you to stay put. I don't know what you thought was going to happen here, but you're wasting my time. There's no way that I'll be right there.
What?
Visitors aren't typically allowed entry in the cell block.
Slaughter doesn't say no to this DA.
Ricardo Diaz is dead.
Is he actually dead?
Why hasn't this been reported yet?
Well, you of all people know Slab Side's under some major scrutiny, so they're trying to cover it up.
Then you know the truth.
Better. I know who killed him.
So they actually did kill off Diaz, or is this a lie too? But why would you lie for Diaz?
You have demands.
However,
So, we will be wearing, this out in the field.
Paula's taking away our threats?
Look, it could be worse. She wanted to put you in standard blues. You can't use our normal weapons. I know. We have to use SCPD standard issue.
This is fucking terrible. Holy crap.
We'll make it work.
Grenading up. Her powers.
We don't need a lecture on how to handle ourselves on the field. Clearly there was a miscommunication. Is that what you call it? How we do things matters, and you're doing things the wrong way. James Myers, you have failed
Oh shit.
Some balls.
He shouldn't be out there like that.
You know who I am? I want to hear you say it. You press one button, the whole city comes to my rescue.
Yeah, not with that circa 2017 first build.
Wrong answer.
What?
I did it, okay? I've been using cognitive to make the bullets, and then I've been selling with the rival gangs.
It was never in any danger.
Yeah, well, that's not his story. You know, instead of using this case to work within the confines of the law, you all went rogue. And you let him.
Did she?
You make a choice.
I don't think so.
I asked you to be patient.
It wasn't working.
Well, it would have. I had a warrant. If you had listened to me, we could be searching Midas's house right now.
Hi, Dad.
Come here, my little hawk. Dad owes Miss Lance a
Did he say Connor?
But your name.
I thought he said, because he said my little hawk.
I don't know. The killer walked right by my cell, wearing green leather. But it wasn't Oliver Queen.
Emiko?
Whoever's been running around dressed up as Green Arrow, that's your murderer.
And pretty much acting weird ever since the weapons buy. So what's up, D? What's going on?
No powers.
At the weapons buy, I tried to use my cry.
You say you can't be the symbol of being on both sides? That's exactly what you are.
I agree.
You really fixed this place up?
Wow.
Oh, it's good to be back.
I was wondering when they were going to rebuild it.
We're having a baby.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little early. We're not telling anybody.
That's amazing. It could be something else. Something better.
What could that be, though?
I got his DNA from the SCPD archive. He was arrested 15 years
It's crazy
ago.
to see them back in the bunker. Team are working together again.
What'd you have in mind?
First things first. Suit up.
Suit up. Oh shit, she's back in the suit.
You have the right to remain silent.
Damn. He just stands there. Huh?
Because now I'll have your badge and your costume.
I knew it.
Think so. I saw those chemicals.
Oh, so what was the difference?
I'll be back in a few. Just, without my cry. When my nerve was ruptured, it created lasting damage.
I'm sorry, Dinah.
I leveraged her relationship with Midas to convince her to sign off on creating a special vigilante task force. We're still sanctioned by the SCPD, but we're operating as our own unit. At the bunker,
Huh.
in our suits.
Okay.
The anti-vigil.
Thank you for coming in. I'm Laura Lance, District Attorney. I know who you are, and I know who you are too. I also know that you were at Slabside the night that Ricardo Diaz burned to death. What's your point? That you're lying about who you really are.
Oh.
You're not a hero. What makes you think they will believe a word you say? Black Siren.
Mia.
Short for Moira.
Ah.
Sweet and fiery.
So they stuck with it. Okay.
That's where.
Oh.
We're going over the wall.
There you have it, guys. Arrow Season 7, Episode 15, I believe that was. Regardless, I really enjoyed this episode, mainly for a couple things, but the biggest thing I have to talk about up front is the subtle drop that Connor Hawk in the future is apparently Bronze Tiger's son and not Diggle. Now, apparently in the last episode or something, it was mentioned that he's adopted. I don't remember hearing that, but wow. That is a game changer. I'm like, okay, it's Connor Hawk, Diggle Jr., whatever. No, it's Bronze Tiger's son. Like, it's because I think he said Connor, and I asked her, and she's like, I don't remember hearing Connor, but he says my little hawk as he's patting his son's back, because he's like, hey, if you're my son, I'll tell you who I saw kill Diaz, which I'm surprised that actually happened. Now, I don't see a reason for him to lie, because he's like, well, look, the prison's under some major scrutiny, they're trying to cover things up, and all that kind of stuff, but he said Diaz is dead. I just don't see him protecting Diaz or whatever, or maybe they're covering it up so well that he doesn't realize that Diaz is still alive somehow. That could be happening. That could be a twist down the road where Diaz shows up later and he's not actually dead, but they're saying Diaz is dead, but we didn't see the body, so who knows. But what was really cool is that what I really like about Beth Schwartz, the new showrunner for Arrow, is she is so good at hiding spoilers and keeping secrets. Like, I remember when freaking Talia al Ghul showed up this season, I didn't hear a peep about her returning to the show. Because you always hear about reports of, you know, so-and-so's returning to Arrow, so-and-so's returning to The Flash. You know, you hear about these announcements. There was nothing about Talia al Ghul. There's nothing about... I think that... No, they did say that Bronze Tiger and Stardust and Brick was returning. But, like, Talia al Ghul was never mentioned. And then them introducing... Mia Smoke, that was, you know, rumored for a while, but that wasn't officially confirmed of who she was playing. They said she's coming to the show, but they didn't confirm anything. There's just been stuff that have happened that have been pretty good surprises on the show this season that have been pretty damn good. And the whole thing about Roy, that was a big thing, because, like, oh, Roy's going to pop up in the present in the first episode. Nope, he's in the future timeline. Big twist, big holy crap moment. We're not doing flashbacks, we're doing flash forwards. So Beth's doing a very good job. So it was nice to see Bronze Tiger once again in a special appearance. But he's like, hey, I saw the person who's pretending to be Oliver Queen or pretending to be the Green Arrow in a sense. And Laurel confronts her. And she's like, I know you're not Black Canary, Black Siren. So she's not denying she killed Diaz. So I'm guessing she did. I guess. I don't know what that's going to do in the future, but maybe they'll say, okay, that's fine if you want to burn Diaz, whatever. But I doubt it, but I guess we'll see how they approach it later on. So this relationship with the SCPD and Team Arrow has been kind of wonky because, like, they were deputized and all that, but in this episode especially, they showcase where the SCPD and Team Arrow are not really fit to work together, and they officially confirmed in this episode that she no longer has her canary cry, that Dinah has no longer her canary cry due to her getting her throat slit by Stanley, so... it really does suck. But what they did, instead of her just saying, I found this out, they actually show her attempting it when an SUV is coming at her, and a little bit comes out, but it's very weak, and then she starts to choke and look like she's in a lot of pain, and then she had to be saved because she almost got ran over. So then they confirmed later on that she, in fact, did lose it, but they're saying it's okay. Canary cry or not, you are still Black Canary. So that's good they're not kicking off the team. I wouldn't see them doing that, but it is unfortunate that that one aspect that really made her stand out as a character and that really made me like her. Not so much, like, the Canary Cry didn't make me love the character, but it's like, that's canon in the comics. Maybe not so much, you know, her character in the comics, but hey, at least, or maybe she, no, it's always been Dinah Laurel Lance, not Dinah Drake, but you get my point. It's a canon thing in the comics. The Canary Cry for Black Canary is a thing, and of course, like Laurel in Earth 1, which they should not have killed, by the way, in Season 4, had to use that device because she didn't have the metahuman gene to actually force the Canary Cry, so she had to do it through machine. But it is unfortunate they got rid of it. But my guess was that she lost it because in the flash forwards, when they revealed that she's still alive, she never used it. So my guess was at some point, and then she's going to lose it. So it's no longer. But now they've worked some kind of deal. I'm trying to... So I don't know if they shot scenes and they had to cut it out due to time restraints or whatever, but they didn't show any scenes about them pressuring the mayor to sign off on them being like the Black Ops or whatever, or the, you know, like a secret, you know, part of the SCP or whatever, and they just said, oh yeah, well she signed off, we pressured her, and she is allowing this to happen. It's like, okay, so they work on their own, but they're working with the SCPD, but they can do their things their own way, all that kind of stuff. It's like, I don't know if these scenes were shot or not, or if they were never shot, and they're just saying these lines just to, okay, this is what happened, because they never explained until in the last segment that, oh, this is what happened, because we see the police show up at the end of the 5th segment, the big fight scene segment, and they're like, well, yeah, we got you, you're under arrest, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, so the police is there, but, like, where did the whole part where they were going to do things differently? So, maybe it's just not, maybe that they should have fleshed that out a little bit more, because they're just yelling, they're just saying a bunch of words, that this happened, or this happened, but we never saw it, they're just saying it. What else? So the future stuff, William gets a tape recorder, and it gets taken pretty quickly after he buys it, and they use another device to trick the officers around this guy who sold the tape recorder, that a canary was spotted, and so they ran away, and then they got the tape recorder, and Felicity gave them the coordinates, I guess, where the bombs are, I guess in the Glades, I'm guessing, but she says not to come look for her or find her, which tells me that well, Mia has said that she's still alive, but I wonder if we're going to see her alive in the future. My guess is yes. But, yeah, it was a pretty good episode. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I really enjoyed it overall, and I'm glad that Diggle knows that Oliver and Felicity are having a kid, because they explained that how not many people knew, like, Dinah didn't know. So something has to happen in between now and the end of the show where Dinah, in the present, still doesn't know what's going on. And apparently William and Mia were separated for a reason. I wonder what that reason is. But it's pretty crazy how they're all handling this and how they're all tying things together about the security system that Felicity makes. Turns out it's a big thing in the future or whatever. And Oliver wanting to, like, trying to make this work for his kid coming to the world soon from Felicity, Mia, or whatever, and how he wants to do things a certain way, but then he gets frustrated real quickly because they're not handling how he thinks they should handle at the SCPD about information and how they need to approach things. So, yeah, flip-flop back and forth, but it is what it is. So there you have it, guys. That's my reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm curious to know what you guys thought about this episode. Let me know in the comment section below, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon.